Hello, everybody! Okay, so today I want to talk about Led Zeppelin. Yep, that's right, Led Zeppelin, who I think is generally one of the greatest bands of all time. Like, definitely one of the greatest bands from the late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, and so here's a little story. So, the other day, like last month, I think, I went to the record store. I just feel like going there. Uh, and I just picked just what I like. Just saw just anything that I liked that I was interested in getting. Uh, and I saw two Led Zeppelin albums. Those being Led Zeppelin 2 and 3. And I realized those two albums complete my Led Zeppelin collection. That's right, I actually have all 8 studio albums by Led Zeppelin. So, what I thought I would do is to link them. Yeah, link all the 8 studio albums, no live albums, no compilation albums and stuff like that, but just the main 8 studio albums. And I'm not including Coda either because that's that's more like an outtakes album. Plus, it's a posthumous album too, so I don't really count that as a true Led Zeppelin album. I know some fans do, but I don't. But I will say though, I do actually do like that album. So, but I'm not including because again, it's more of an outtakes album, and it was a posthumous release after they broke up. So yeah. So yeah, all 8 studio albums. I am going to rank them from worst to best. But let me just tell you before I go into the ranking. Even the worst, the album that I put in last, I still think is really, really good. Just goes to show how legendary Led Zeppelin is. Never made a bad album, never made a bad song. They're that good. They're just perfect, man. Man, I really love me some Led Zeppelin, man. So that even the album in last place, I still think is really, really, really good. So without further ado, let's start ranking. Alright, so number 8, again, I still think is really, really good, is In Through the Outdoor, the final album. Now, I know a lot of Led Zeppelin fans, they really don't like this album for some reason. But honestly, though, I don't think it's that bad. There's actually some really cool songs on here. I mean, uh, In the Evening is a really good one. Uh, Hot Dog. Yeah, Hot Dog. Yeah, I actually like Hot Dog. I know a lot of Led Zeppelin fans really do not like that song. But I think it's pretty fun. It's a pretty cool song. Uh, Kilo Salambla, I think that's how you pronounce that. All My Love and I'm Gonna Crawl. Those last two songs. I know they weren't actually intending it, and pretty much the only reason why we broke up because, Bonzo, John Bonham, he passed away. And he definitely cannot be replaced. Honestly. I think they made the right decision to break up. I know they made a few reunion shows, but not actually continuing. Honestly, mad respect to them. Because Bonzo, he cannot be replaced. None of the members of Led Zeppelin can be replaced. But especially Bonzo, man. John Bonham. One of the greatest drummers of all time. But anyways, again, I know they weren't intended because his death was so sudden. But man, the last two songs, All My Love and I'm Gonna Crawl, honestly, I cannot think of a better way to end their career. Even if it wasn't intentional. I cannot think of a better way. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see why a lot of people don't like this album. But I honestly do. But that's coming in last place. In Through the Outdoor. Uh, Yeah. And also one cool thing about this, the sleeve, yeah, the sleeve of this album, hold on. Now, I have not done this, but I have heard that if you put water on this, apparently it will change color. Like, this is all black and white. But if you pour water on this, it will change color. Somehow, but it would. And I have not tried this because I don't like getting things wet. But that actually sounds pretty cool. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, number 8 coming in last place. Into the Outdoor. Uh, again, I actually still like this album, but I can see why a lot of people put this down. Because, I mean, one negative thing I will say about this is the production. Yeah, that's not actually, I don't really like the production in this album, but other than that, though, I really enjoy this album. Definitely wouldn't call it, oh, the greatest thing ever made. Now, it does not reach that, but Into the Outdoor, coming in last place, but again, I really still genuinely like it. But, of course, it's not the greatest thing ever made. So, yeah. Into the Outdoor. So number 7 is another album that a lot of Zeppelin fans put down. But I still love. I still love a lot. But it's coming at number 7. That is Presence. So, yeah. Again, I can kind of see why. But at the same time, I actually kind of don't. I mean, come on. Even if you actually do hate this album, admit it. You love Achilles' Last Stand. You love that song. You love Achilles' Last Stand. Come on, that's gotta be like, honestly, my personal favorite Led Zeppelin album opener. 10 minutes long. And it's so epic, man. Cannot think of a better way to open up this album. So yeah, Achilles' Last Stand. Love that song. Great way to open this album. And then you get Fully to Life. That's alright, yeah. Royal Orleans. That's pretty good. Nobody's Fault But Mine. Wow, that song is epic. Just epic once again. Yeah, Nobody's Fault But Mine. Candy Store Rock. Hot Songs for Nowhere. T for One. Yeah. See, I know this doesn't really sound much like Led Zeppelin. Definitely does not sound like, compared to the early albums. Definitely kind of doesn't sound like those compared to them. But still, you can still tell it's Led Zeppelin. You can still, come on. I just think it's a very, very great album. And again, admit it, even if you hate this album, admit it, you love Achilles' Last Stand. Come on. Come on. Again, I still have a negative thing about it, though. Again, the production is still not that very good. Yeah. Again, Bonzo on here, his drumming's so great. Jimmy Page, can't forget about him. His guitar work on here, man, amazing. Robert Plant, I was about to say Roger Plant. But Robert Plant, his vocals, and of course he plays some harmonica in this album. And even if you can't really hear them that well, I still think the bass work from John Paul Jones is also really good. So every band member is they're really good. To be honest with you, they never disappoint us in all of their albums. So yeah. Again, number 7, Presence. Some very good songs on here. And again, I really do believe that Achilles' Last Stand is my favorite Led Zeppelin album opener. And also, the artwork is kind of weird. They're all just staring at this little, I don't know, black thing. But anyways, again, coming at number 7, Presence. Come on, man, don't disrespect this album like that. So, yeah. again, I can kind of see why a lot of people put those albums down, but I just love them. Okay, I really do love them. Alright, so coming next at number 6 is Led Zeppelin 3. Yeah, Led Zeppelin 3. Of course, you got the little wheel thingy. You got the. It changes. If I can get it to move. Ah. Oh, yes. Yeah. If honestly, how cool was it? I'm pretty sure it always had this ever since it came out in 1970. But seriously, how cool was this when it was first released? I mean, if you were around that time, tell me, how cool was this? I mean, Led Zeppelin had some great album packaging. It was very, very unique. So yeah, I have that little spinning wheel thingy. Very cool. So yeah, Led Zeppelin 3. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would put this album a bit higher. I put it a little low because it's not as hard rocking as the other albums. I mean, now don't get me wrong, I really do. Again, I love this album. I don't think they ever made a bad album at all. But I just kind of wish there was less acoustic stuff on here. Don't get me wrong, I really, really do love the acoustic stuff on here. I mean, Friends, Celebration Day, Since I've Been Loving You, out on the titles. I mean, pretty much the only rocking song of this album is Immigrant Song. That's pretty much it. Everything else is just acoustic. So, yeah. But again, I still love it. Gallows Pole, Tangerine, That's the Way, Blondie Yar Stop. I don't know. Is that how you pronounce that? Blondie Yar? I don't know. And I know, again, a lot of people really don't like the song. But actually, I I don't know why, but I actually really do enjoy Hats Off to Roy Harper. One thing I don't like though is the vocals are kind of too loud. But other than that, I actually kind of do like it. It's kind of, again, I'm pretty sure it was just joking around and stuff like that. So they were just having fun. What's wrong with fun, man? It was just having fun. So yeah, Led Zeppelin 3. Again, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would put it higher. But again, I really still really do love this album. And by the way, I do want to point things out here. This is actually the deluxe version. If you can see the hype sticker here, deluxe 2 LP set on 180 gram vinyl. LP 1 original album remastered by Jimmy Page. Then LP 2 unreleased studio outtakes. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Of course, I'm talking about the main album, not the outtakes. I will say the outtakes was kind of cool, but again, the actual main album, I love. I'm sure again a lot of people put it up higher, but just trust me, I still really do love this album. It's amazing. Just wow. And since I've Been Loving You might just be the greatest blues type song they ever done. Jimmy Page in that song. Epic. Epic. Alright, so that was number 6. So coming at number 5. Again, I'm sure a lot of people would put this album up higher, but again, I still love it. It's the debut album, Led Zeppelin. I thought there was hair on there. Piece of hair. No, it's not. But anyways, Led Zeppelin, the debut album. The album that started it all. And wow. They had it right from the beginning, man. They had it right from the beginning. Good times, bad times. You start your career with that song, Good Times, Bad Times. Man, just open your career with one of the greatest songs of all time. Bam out, Bum. In my days of my youth, I was. I can't remember the lyrics, but yeah, good times, bad times. What a way to open your very first album. But it doesn't end with, babe, I'm gonna leave you. You shook me, dazed and confused. That's just side one. Wait till you get side two. Your time is gonna come. Black Mountainside? Communication breakdown? I can't quit you, baby? How many more times? Wow. What a debut album this is. Wow. They had it right from the start. They had it right from the beginning. Man, every single member on here. Robert Plant, John Bonham, Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones. They all had it right from the beginning, man, and they never lost it. Throughout their entire career, they never lost it at all. So yeah, what a great debut album this is, man. Wow. I could not think of a better way to start your career like this. Just, wow. It's amazing debut album. Amazing. So yeah, that's at number 5. Number 4. This is probably a bit of a hot take. I'm sure a lot of people prefer the first album. But honestly, out of the 4, well actually 3, the 4th album is Untitled. But the first 3 albums, 1, 2, and 3, I think this might be my favorite. Led Zeppelin 2. Honestly, I think this is probably more raw, more rockin' than the debut album. But, I mean, seriously, come on. Again, they had, and this and the first album, they released in the same year, 1969. Having both of those albums at the same year, at the same time, wow. Again, the first 2 albums, they were raw, they were rockin', man. They were really, really epic. So Led Zeppelin 2, whole lot of love. What can you say about that one, man? You can't say anything negative about A Whole Lot of Love. Come on. You just can't. If you don't like it, you might have not heard it at all. Come on. What is and what should never be? The Lemon Song. Thank You. Heartbreaker. Living Loving Maid. Ramble On. Moby Dick. Bring It On Home. Again, how amazing is this? And, just like, Led Zeppelin 3, this is also, the deluxe edition. Again, this is, the main album, but the second LP is the unreleased studio outtakes. Again, I'm just talking about the main album. But yeah, the main album, just wow. Wow. Again, they had it right from the start. The first 2 albums, they never really touched that same line ever again. Like, they never were the same after these 2 albums, man. Again, you can still tell people Led Zeppelin, but they changed a lot after those 2 albums. So yeah, that was, number 4. Yeah, number 4. This is number 3. Now, YouTube, just want to let you know, this is the album cover. I will try my best to censor this. I tried my best, okay? This is Houses of the Holy. The number 3, Houses of the Holy. Yeah, pretty much the only negative thing about this album is the album cover. I know a lot of people consider one of the greatest album covers of all time. I'm not a huge fan of it, now I'm sure they're not actually naked, but come on. I'm just not a fan of seeing naked people, okay? I'm sure they're probably not naked, it's just, I don't know, probably the the lighting of the way everything is lighted. I don't know. But Houses of the Holy. Okay, so the song remains the same. The Rain Song. Over the Hills and Far Away. The Crunch. Dancing Days. Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica. Not Jamaica. Jamaica. And, no quarter. Oh, that top, not just top 10, not just top 5, but top 3 Led Zeppelin song right there. Oh my gosh. No Quarter, man. That song is amazing. So amazing. And then you end it with The Ocean. Again, this album is just amazing. If they ever match the rawness of the first 2 albums, this has got to be the closest they ever matched to it. Yeah, Houses of the Holy, man. I am not showing the album cover again. You've all seen it before. So yeah, Houses of the Holy. Number 3. Alright, so number 2 and number 1. Right before I started recording, I was arranging how I would rank these. These top 2 albums are, of course, I know a lot of other Led Zeppelin fans would consider these 2 albums the top 2 albums as well. But, man, I gotta say, they're probably tied. I mean, today, they're where I rank them now. Tomorrow, they could be different. They could be interchangeable, okay? They're both that good. So, honestly, these 2 albums are tied to number 1. So, number 2, or number 1B, Led Zeppelin 4. Does this album need any introduction? I don't think so. I mean, come on. Black Dog, Rock and Roll, The Battle of Evermore featuring Sandy Denny on vocals. Stairway to Freaking Heaven. Oh, okay. I do agree that it might be overplayed on the radio, but just, come on. Stairway to Heaven is one of the greatest songs of all time, okay? Okay? And possibly my favorite Led Zeppelin song, too. So, just remember, it changed a lot of people's lives, okay? Yes, it is probably overplayed on the radio, but I'm sure this song was a life changer back in 1971. So, yeah. Misty Mountain Hop, 4 Sticks, Going to California, and When the Levee Breaks is one of the best album closers of all time. Period. See, this album does not need any introduction at all. You know it, I know it, we all know it, okay? Led Zeppelin 4, or Untitled, or Zoso, or whatever you want to call it. Come on, man. Even the album cover is classic. How can you not know this album? So yeah, Led Zeppelin 4, number 2, but it could be interchangeable with number 1, Physical Graffiti. Honestly, I chose this as number 1 because there's a lot more variety to it. I mean, it's a double album, so of course you're gonna get a whole lot of different styles, different variety, just it's all just everywhere. I mean, back when I believe this came out in 1974 or 75, around that time. Yeah, back then when double albums were rare. Nowadays, everyone's just making double albums for some reason. But anyways, yeah, Physical Graffiti. Possibly the greatest double album of all time. Possibly. And again, there's just so much variety to it. I mean, wow. I mean, first of all, Kashmir. Come on. But of course, there's also a lot of other great tunes on here. Custard Pie, The Rover, In My Time of Dying. Trampled Underfoot, Houses of the Holy. Oh yeah. One thing I don't understand is, why does Houses of the Holy not appear on Houses of the Holy. Come on. But, I mean, pretty much this album's actually full of outtakes from other albums that didn't make the cut. And of course, this is one of them from obviously Houses of the Holy. Below I believe, was from Led Zeppelin 4 outtakes. So yeah, there's a lot of outtakes onto it. I'm not gonna name them all. I mean, In the Light, Blonde Law, Down by the Seaside, 10 Years Gone, Night Flight, The Want-On Song, Boogie with Steel, Black Country Woman, and Sick Again. This album has it all. It has it all. I mean, again, here we go with the great packaging. I mean, we always have some unique packaging, and I think this one was probably the most unique one, if I can get it out here. The die cut. Yeah, I always thought that was pretty cool, man. Yeah. Magic, pretty much. But nah, it's just a die cut. And also, I always loved how it came from the top. I mean, usually albums, they come from, like, this way. No, it actually came from the top. I always thought that was creative. So, creative packaging right here. Man, Led Zeppelin always had some cool packaging. And I think this might be the best album packaging they ever did. So, yeah. For the double album, this seriously does not get old. I know a lot of people say, oh, double albums ain't going on for too long. I mean, if you're gonna make a double album, you gotta make it right. You gotta make it not feel as long as it technically is. Like, this thing is like over 80 minutes. It feels like a second. It seriously feels like a minute has gone by. So yeah, that's my number one. But again, this along with Led Zeppelin 4, they could be interchangeable. They're both equally as good. So yeah. But I'm pretty sure we can all agree that this and Led Zeppelin 4 are definitely the top two Led Zeppelin albums. So yeah, Led Zeppelin album ranking. So let's just do a little recap here. So, number 1, Physical Graffiti. Number 2, Led Zeppelin 4, Zoso, or Entitled, or whatever. Number 3, I'm not showing this, Houses of the Holy. Number 4, Led Zeppelin 2. Number 5, Led Zeppelin, the debut album. Number 6, I think I just messed up the camera. Number 6, Led Zeppelin 3. Number 7, Presence. And number 8, Into the Outdoor. So, all of these albums are bangers. I mean, pretty much. Led Zeppelin, just one of the greats, can never be topped. No one will ever be like Led Zeppelin again, ever again. Nobody will be ever Led Zeppelin. Nobody. They will never be topped. Honestly, again, one of the greatest bands from the late 60s, early 70s. So yeah, I don't know, man. Nobody can ever be Led Zeppelin. Nobody. Led Zeppelin is Led Zeppelin. They're their own thing. Nobody can be like them. Even if you're covering a song, your version will never be topped by the original. Led Zeppelin is that good. Definitely a top 10 band for me. Definitely a top 10 band. Yeah. Led Zeppelin, I applaud you. You're amazing. You were amazing. And I really wish you made more albums. Had John Bonzo hadn't passed away so early. So, yeah. Led Zeppelin, you're one of the greats. And you'll forever be remembered. Thank you for making such great music. And I'm pretty sure 100 years from now, you will still be listened. You're just that good. Thank you, Led Zeppelin, for making 8 bangers of albums. Nobody would ever be like any of you. Nobody would ever be like Robert Plant, John Bonham, John Paul Jones, and Jim Page. Nobody will ever be like them. They're unique in their own way. Nobody will replicate them at all. So Led Zeppelin, again, thank you. Alright, so that's it, everybody. That's my ranking of every Led Zeppelin album. So let me know in the comments below, how would you rank the Led Zeppelin albums? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.